First and foremost, I want to apologize for wearing the fucking hat in the video. I know, but it's got Batman on it. It's got Batman on it, and my hair's a disaster right now, so I gotta do it. I don't have time to fix my fucking hair. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows is the latest movie about those badass Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, I got a ninja stick. I basically just use it though to like focus the camera. Little insight. Yeah, I just go like, and that's what I do with it basically. But if you try to fuck with me, I'll go for your knees. This is actually my brother's, I just stole it from him. Yeah, but he does have a bigger one too, like a bow staff, and seriously, if you break in my house, that's the first thing I go to. You'll be meted by me in my Ninja Turtle underpants, holding a ninja stick. Or 3. I'm not lying. See? Ninja Turtles. Respect. And yeah, did I mention this is the follow-up to the really terrible 2014 Ninja Turtles movie? Yeah, that movie was terrible. And did I give it a break when I first saw it? I actually did. I'm like, it's not that bad, C+. But reflecting on it? Oh boy, no, I don't like that movie. Listen, some parts were cool. The action, like the mountain sliding thing, I thought that was pretty fucking cool. But they don't use ninjutsu. Shredder's a giant robot chicken, basically. Splinter's terrifying looking. A lot of bad decisions. April O'Neil was the star of it. Yeah, just Mikey was a rapist in that. He was pretty much I thought the movie would end with him taking advantage of April because every single comment was about wanting to bang April, and I want to, just like him. We can agree on that, but keep it to yourself, Mikey. Okay? It makes me question why I own this. Why did I go buy this? I don't know. I don't know why I bought it. But anyway, yeah, let's get into this movie. It's almost a soft reboot, this movie. It's like, we're gonna do a sequel, but we're gonna ignore all the bad shit and kind of just wipe away what we don't want, erase it, change it up, retcon. Shredder's different, the Turtles act a little bit different. They changed their look too. Raph looks really bulked up and roided out, and Mikey and Leo look a little bit leaner, and then Donnie's kind of the skinny nerd, so it's like, alright, they all look a little bit more different visually. It looks entertaining enough. I never minded that much. They're a little scary, but they're like roided out, buffed out turtles. That's fine. So yeah, in this one, it is about the turtles. You know, they're coming out of the shadows. I almost said coming out of their shells. That was a musical tour. Weird times, really, weird times. But out of the shadows, you know, they long to be out there basking in the glorious sun. I don't know why, because they're ninjas. They shouldn't. They stick to the shadows. But, you know, they got villains. They got new problems. Bebop and Rocksteady, a giant warthog and a giant rhino. Not to mention Krang. Duh! That's just slimy, disgusting, filthy. What a fucking weird creature. It's so cool. Like, visually, it's just an interesting, weird fucking thing. But the execution in the movie just turned me off, I gotta say. But anyway, so there's those villains. By the way, Shredder's here, totally different. April O'Neil and Will Arnett, whatever the fuck his character is, Vernon the Falcon Fenwick, he's in the background. You know, it's about the Turtles this time. Their brotherly love, their connection, their interplay with each other, being fun. They got character arcs that are very half-assed, but it's about the Turtles and what they do. Sadly, there's no ninja. They're basically the Teenage Mutant Turtles. Very little, not even very little, no ninjutsu involved. They don't pick up their sticks. I never saw Mikey with any nunchucks hitting people in the dick. I mean, like one time it happened, but that's about it. I kind of lost track there. What is it? Yeah, what's his face? Krang wants to take over the world. And he does it in a way that we've seen in so many other movies very recently. It's reminiscent of Pixels, Man of Steel, Avengers. Like, we've seen this sort of shit over and over again. But it, like I said, it glosses over a lot of shit that didn't work last time. It's not dark. It was trying to be a Nolanized Ninja Turtle movie almost. A little too dark, very PG-13. It's like, yeah, your 12-year-olds are going to love it. All the sex jokes and kind of dark vibes. But Ninja Turtles is a very silly kiddie idea. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they love pizza. Come on. That's very 5-year-old material. That can be done dark and gritty in a good way, like in the 90s one. But they did it bad before. In this, they're like, listen, it's goofy, it's silly, it's fun. Let's just go for that. The 5-year-olds are going to love this movie. Absolutely. And I keep forgetting. Let's just real quick give some damn credit. Just going off on a tangent, but it's directed by Dave Green, who made Earth to Echo, and it stars Megan Fox, Will Arnett, Tyler Perry, not as Medea, Laura Linney, Stephen Amell, the Green Arrow, and then our Ninja Turtles. Noel Fisher as Michelangelo, Jeremy Howard as Donatello, Pete Ploszek as Leonardo, Alan Ritchson as Raphael. I always knew him from Blue Mountain State. He shoved an Oreo cookie up his ass and ate it. I'll never forget that. Then Brian T. as Shredder, WWE wrestler Sheamus as Rocksteady, Gary Anthony Williams as Bebop, Tony Shalhoub as Splinter again. Fucking scary, dirty. I don't like Splinter. He's just visually disturbing. And then Brad Garrett as Krang, the deep voice guy from Everybody Loves Raymond. And yeah, like I said, a lot of improvements. Megan Fox, not terrible in this by any means, but you know what? We don't need the movie to be about her. Her and Will Arnett just get pushed far to the background. Like, show up when you need to, do some exposition or whatever, but it's the Turtles. They're gonna be funny, they're gonna be silly, a lot of good interplay, and I appreciate that a hell of a lot. The movie's actually about the Turtles. It's like last time, some of their action was cool, and that elevator scene where they were beatboxing was a lot of fun. This one, the whole movie's about them. We get a lot more entertainingness with them, And it's silly, goofy, dumb fun. And early on, you have a choice. You either embrace it and be like, I'm gonna have silly, dumb fun with it, or you cross your arms and go, no, this movie blows, and then you're gonna hate it. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna try have fun with it, but there was still some really dumb stuff I had to acknowledge. Really, really, really dumb stuff. Like I said, this movie, between 5 and 11-year-olds, you're gonna love it. It's gonna be the greatest thing ever, because it's just popcorn, goofy, CGI in-your-face, animated fun. That's what it is. Just crazy movie. Krang, like I said, Krang is ridiculous. And I like the Ninja Turtles. Johnny Knoxville's not Leonardo anymore. That's an improvement. And their interplay's mostly fun. But because it is so kiddie, some of the jokes really don't work. They're too juvenile, too stupid, too simple. And it's like, you should have went for a little bit more complex. Because, like, listen, just because it's a kid's family movie doesn't mean adults can't enjoy it on a level of their own without it being too fucking dark or sexy. Sex joke-y, I mean. Like, there's a good interplay, a good in-between. Disney knows how to do that, and these guys just not quite. Michael Bay producing, you're never going to get really clever kid and adult entertainment. It's going to go one way or the other, and it's never going to be clever. But I enjoyed it. It had some dumb fun. Like the villains, you gotta kind of embrace it with the villains. Poor Shredder, though, like, just gets nothing in this. He's like, we're going to improve a lot of the aspects from the old one, and then just kind of fuck up a new, interesting ways of just not using Shredder at all. And Krang, he looks like a wadded, chewed up piece of bubble gum, but he's a brain with tentacles, and he's just covered in lube. It's very gross, very disturbing. It's almost like something out of an anime. I think you know where I'm going with that. Ugh. But Bebop and Rocksteady, highly irritating and yet highly entertaining at times. It was weird. It's like my feelings about the whole movie. At times it's very entertaining, and other times it's irritating, where it's like, yeah, it's kiddie, and it's still kind of funny, and then sometimes just like, shut up. I don't know, man. This movie improves a lot on the Turtles, and the story's so simplified, so easy, so kid-friendly, where it's like, it's not complex, you're not going to get lost, it's not convoluted, it's easy to follow, almost too easy. But the action, some of the action's cool, the other action, it's just like, it's lacking any ninjutsu in a Ninja Turtles movie. That's a big fucking problem. The villains, like Krang, really was the most, where the concept's cool, but as a character, he's so irritating. He drove me bananas. I was just like, I don't like watching him on screen. If you hit the mute button in the theater, which you can't do, and I don't know what you do there, it's just like the performance, everything about it was so irritating. But he's visually really fucking cool. I almost feel bad trying to pick on it too much, where it's like, it's clearly just trying to be entertainment for kids or whatever. It's like, it's just, if you went a little more smart, then as an adult, I could enjoy it more. There's parts where, like, interdimensional time travel just out of nowhere, like, alright, we need to time travel him through dimension. It's just like, what? You just brought that up out of nowhere? My jaw was agape on the floor, like, I'm watching the movie and suddenly they bring up really stupid plot points. I just go like, and I just like froze for like a minute. Like, what? The explanation for Bebop and Rocksteady. Alright, it's minor spoilers. It's just that, how did they turn him that way? With this ooze, because humans all have a DNA gene from animals. So we all descended from animals. It's so dumb. It's just like, yeah, you gotta be a 5-year-old for that to make sense. Yeah. And again, I was just frozen, almost laughing like, this is so dumb. And the last one was dumb, and this one is as dumb, if not more, yet more entertaining and kid-friendly. I never got annoyed by sex jokes or anything. Mikey's not a rapist in this one, so... And poor Casey, I gotta say, Casey Jones was totally wasting this. Stephen Amell might be a good Arrow. Boring, dull Casey Jones. And yeah, this movie... If I was 5, I'd love it. But as an adult, it's like, listen, you were entertaining me enough, but I didn't even want to, but I had to pick out certain plot holes and things that are just really dumb. It's like, yeah. So yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. Definitely a huge improvement on the last one. But still not a very good movie. But I can't pick on it too much. I was entertained, even in a very juvenile way, where it's like, it's not good enough, but it'll do the job. For a one-time watch, it did the job enough. And I'm happy because back when the first one came out, I'm like, if these keep getting better, I'll be happy. And this one got a lot better than the last, so I can hope the next one's even better. Now, I can sit here all day and criticize and just punch its teeth in for the amount of illogical things that happen and stupidity in the movie, but it's not aiming for me at all. It's aiming for the young kids. And unlike something like Minions, which is also going for little kids, this one, way more entertaining. So it's like, I like the Ninja Turtles. They're a lot of fun in this, and they're the stars. It's like, it does so many things better, and yet still screws up in some ways, but I can't pick on it too much, okay? I can't. I would give Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows a C+. It's not terrible by any means, but it's not very good. It's a very mediocre, bland, forgettable movie that isn't enjoyable to watch one time. You don't really need to rush to the theaters to see it or anything. Watch it on Netflix or something if you got a Ninja Turtle fix. So yeah, comment below, tell me your thoughts on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. What do you think of it? Was it an improvement? Was it worse? A lot of people are shitting in this movie's mouth. It's just like, listen, I feel like I can't pick on it too much. It entertained me. It was dumb, silly, dumb fun. That's way too kiddie for me, but I didn't hate it. I did not hate it. I just didn't enjoy it all that much. So yeah, there's my thoughts. Comment below, tell me yours. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later.